Once, far beyond the cities and streetlights, where the wind smelled of salt and the stars had names of their own, there stood a lighthouse on the edge of the world. It was tall, proud, and painted white, with a red dome like a guardian keeping watch over the waves. They called it Willow Point. But no ships had passed it in years. No visitors came, no postcards, not even gulls stopped to rest on its roof anymore. The world had moved on, the sea had changed. But the light still shone, every night, without fail. And deep inside, in a small room just beneath the lamp, lived a girl named Clara. Clara wasn't born there. She came when she was 10, after the accident. Her mother was gone. Her father, a sailor, couldn't face the ocean anymore, so they ran away, together, to the last place they remembered feeling whole, Willow Point. Clara's days were filled with wind, waves, and words. She would read old books from the lighthouse shelves, write letters she never sent, and walk barefoot on the stones by the shore. But it was the nights she loved most, because at night, she lit the lamp, and when she lit it, she always whispered, "If anyone is lost, come home." No one ever came, but Clara kept lighting the lamp, every night, for 10 years. One evening, as the sun melted into the sea, Clara stood on the balcony watching the clouds curl like smoke. She was older now, 20, with salt in her hair and stars in her eyes, and for the first time, she felt tired. Tired of waiting, tired of hoping, tired of wondering if she was just a girl in a ghost house, clinging to something no one else believed in. She turned to her father and asked, "Why do we still light it?" He looked up from his chair, eyes pale blue and distant. "Because someone once lit it for me," he said, "and it saved my life." That night, Clara lit the lamp, but her heart wasn't in it. The next morning, something changed. There was a knock at the door, a real knock, not the wind, not the rain. Clara opened it, and standing there was a boy, soaked to the bone, trembling, observing, and holding a compass. "It stopped working," he said, his voice barely louder than the breeze. "I was on the water, alone. Then I saw your light. I followed it." Clara blinked. "How long have you been out there?" "3 nights," he whispered. "I think you saved me." She stared at him. This boy with no name, this boy who looked like someone she'd only met in dreams. She stepped aside. "Come in." His name was Jonah. He was 19, ran away from something he couldn't quite explain, was searching for a place that felt right. He never thought it would be a lighthouse, but he stayed, for a day, then a week, then a season. And every night, he helped Clara light the lamp, and they whispered it together. "If anyone is lost, come home." Years passed, not quickly, but gently. Jonah and Clara never left Willow Point. They turned it into a place for wanderers, runaways, lonely souls, people who needed to breathe again. There were hammocks on the rocks, hot cocoa in chipped mugs, laughter echoing down the spiral stairs. The lighthouse lived again. One winter, the sea brought a letter in a bottle. No name, no return address, just 4 words. "Your light found me." Clara framed it, because sometimes you don't need to know who you saved, only that you did. Now, if you ever find yourself driving along the eastern coast of Maine, take the road that disappears into the fog. Keep going, even when it feels like you've gone too far. And if you see a red-capped tower glowing in the night, pull over, take a deep breath and listen. You might hear someone say, "If you're lost, come home." And just like that, you'll know you already have.